right, welcome everybody to the Orange County Funding Corp Finance Committee meeting. It is 4:10 p.m. Bill, can I get a roll call, please?
Sure. Mark Green.
Here.
Jeffrey Chris.
Here.
Dean Tambury.
Here.
We have 3 or 4 members, committee members here. We also have Lee J. Benton, who is a board member attending as well. For staff, myself, Bill Fioravanti, Marty Barras, Kelly Riley, Matt Degley on audio visual, our general counsel Rudy Zoda, and our state monitor Brian Sandage. Everyone.
All right, notice of this meeting was properly provided on page 2 of your packet. Let's get going, minutes. Can I get a motion to approve the minutes from the January 21st, 2026 finance meeting?
Second.
Fantastic. Do we have any questions on the minutes from that meeting?
I do not.
All right, then all in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Aye. 3-0, motion passes. New business. Shannon, welcome. Always a pleasure to see you. Perhaps you can talk about page 5 and 7 in our packet. And if you all noticed, you should have an addendum, a page.
Thank you.
We had just a little bit of a formula issue.
An extra one?
So, use the addendum for page 5. Shannon, I know this is gonna tax your financial acumen,
She's on mute, by the way.
so give it your best shot, okay?
She was on mute.
Yeah, okay.
I think you're on mute, Shannon.
Is that not? Is she? Something muted here?
That's the thing, he's not telling me. Looks like the microphone's working, it's just not coming through.
It's the wrong way. Try again, Shannon. Huh. Write this down. Crank there. Audio.
So this one's the wrong one.
How about now?
Yeah.
Shannon? Yeah, we'll just do it this way, yep.
Hear me now?
Yeah, we got you. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no problem. So I don't know what the new version is. The one I have has $33 of interest earnings and $360 for the bookkeeping services. So is that the version that you have?
Yes, just the total at the bottom, there was, looked like a formula got wiped
Oh, yes, I
out.
do have that. So,
Yeah.
so the total loss should be $327.
Exactly. That's what everyone's looking at in person now. The first gray
Okay.
column under January,
Yeah,
folks?
I
Okay,
had a note on my version.
good. Okay, we're ready.
Ready? I don't know.
Questions on those two?
I was gonna say,
I think that's it, Bill.
we're done.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty
Do you
simple.
want Kelly to go over the transaction list, because that's next, or you want me to skip to the cash?
Why don't you skip to the cash? We'll come back to the transaction.
Sure. Okay, so the operating account had $61,689, and your CDs and treasuries had $1.5 million for a total of $1.563. I just want to note that your one T-bill matures on 3/19, so that is the day after next month's meeting.
So we can push to the next meeting to decide that.
Sounds good.
Kelly, as usual, if you could have rates, that would be fantastic. All right, 61,689 in our checking. 2 questions. One, I'm fairly certain that's gonna get us through to next month. Rule, any kind of back of the envelope, do you think that'll get us through 4 months?
4 months? Gotta look at that. Let me look at that page.
We can double check that next month too.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it doesn't, I'm just trying to think off the top
I
of my
think
head.
so, but yeah. That's true.
Okay, fair enough, all right.
Yeah, let's take a closer look at that, yeah.
And that would be a good time to do it as well,
Yeah.
if we reallocate, take some of the possibly,
Yeah, just jump into that a little. All right, then let's, do you have anything else, Shannon?
No, I do not.
All right. Kelly, you wanna talk real quick about the two, invoices on the transaction list?
Yes, the first one is the monthly allocation for the management expenses. That money will go into the IDA account. And the second one is just a monthly bill from RBT, which is $360.
All right.
That second column is what we paid earlier in January, last month?
That's what we paid last month.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Any other questions about the financials?
And then just to mark, the last page is the invoice of the management fee, if you wanted to see the breakdown.
Yep. And that matches up with the 9749. Any questions about that, folks?
Again, that's approximately what standard running is, without any ordinary expenses, this is pretty much what it is.
Yeah.
So the one for January was just from January 1st till the 9th or 8th?
The management
The
expenses is for the whole month of
5,000.
January.
The whole month.
I'm not sure
Because,
what you're looking for.
Page 6. I'm just a little confused. The top of the page says January 9th to February 11th.
Oh, that's the dates that I pulled the bills, because January 8th was the last day I pulled them for January.
Yeah, that
In
was my-
December into January.
That was my question. So, some of that under January was December of last year?
These are just January and February.
As far as.
Last month in January, it was December and January.
Okay. But some December bills that were paid in January.
I think that's what
On
you're saying,
last
December,
month.
January
Yeah,
last time.
okay. I'm just
Same as
trying
what you're
to
seeing now.
see where the separation of years is.
It's always after
No,
what she pulls for the last
Neither
meeting.
of those are for January.
Go ahead, Jim.
Neither of those are December bills.
Okay,
Yeah, but I'm with Jeff on
Yes,
this. I'm trying
yeah.
to figure out
so
why we're running stuff, like, I don't understand why we're running stuff to the 8th on
Yeah.
sometimes, like, why? Why would we do that?
I think we're trying to give you the detail immediately following the last time we gave you a report. It's just showing you everything from that next day. Right? Like,
That's the bills that we
give you
pay.
all the up-to-date bills up until this meeting, and then,
it's like 3/4 of the month, so she's going up to what she has right to this point, as opposed to like month ending. I think that's what you're getting at, Mark. I mean, but then we're always a month behind a little bit if you just went January.
what would you like to see?
Yeah, I understand. I know exactly what you mean. So for example, on page 6, it says January 5762. That was the January portion. Is that correct?
That was December's
Correct.
that we paid in
Okay,
January.
thank you. Correct. And then the other is the current.
Right.
But when I pull the bills, I'll pull them, like the next month, I'll pull from January 12th until just before, like a week before the meeting. That way you get the
Next month?
full.
February
February
12th.
February 12th until next, I don't know,
Right.
March 12th, say, I don't know.
Just trying to
Unless
give you
you
the
want-
fullest
you want-
picture of payables.
Do you want just the January? And then you'll be a month behind.
Right.
Correct.
This is the most up-to-date information.
That's exactly how we're approaching it, right? We could stay a month behind and keep it full months, but
So right now, it's for, I'm jumping, so the, you showed January, that was what you paid in January for December, correct? Is that in my, right, on page 6, it says January 57?
That's what, yeah.
Correct.
I mean,
Right.
it could be December, or it could have been
I understand.
January
Mhm.
1 through the 8th.
And then the other,
29.
the 97 is from the January 9th to the 11th. It says transactions listed by the vendors, it's January 9th through the February 11th.
That's, yes, that's the dates that I would pull for the checks that were written in RAM
Correct.
or handwritten.
So we wouldn't even see any of that because we would just see the January amount, correct?
In
Is
the
that was-
January column,
Yeah.
yes.
And so that January column is January 1 to January 31st.
No, this January column is like last month's bills were like, say, I don't know, remember when the meeting was, December
You-
18th
you'd have to
through.
look. I don't need to look, you have to look
January
probably back in your sheet to see what she had on there for a run.
It was like mid-December through January 8th.
Well, let me ask you this, I mean, if you approve the payables or whatever, and it's not through, I guess that doesn't matter. Approve the payables anyway, for up to today.
Shannon, are you following this discussion?
Yes, I'm following. So what Kelly is doing is, because she sends the board packets out beforehand, before the meeting, so she's pulling all transactions that were new, that were not previously presented from the last meeting to the date that she's sending out the packets, so that she's making sure that you guys get to see all of those expenses. You're always gonna have a timing difference, so you guys just need to decide which dates you want her to pull and be okay with whether there's a lag or not, and what that lag is.
And is your question, are you hung up on the fact that we're doing what she just said for all payables, or are you just focusing on the management fee expense and what that should be covered?
Yeah, I'm trying to decide whether or not I'm just being a little too anal. You know, I mean, I don't think there's no right or wrong.
Okay.
I'm just trying to think, does it make sense to, if we're cleaner on the January 1st to the 31st, but then you could still include your transactions from, you know, February 1st to the meeting today. You know what I mean? Like, we would just see those transactions twice.
Right.
You know what I mean, right? They would go to that and that, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So,
Yeah, however you want.
I don't wanna add work.
No,
Go ahead.
whatever.
What's on your mind?
I would say, I think it's cleaner to do 1st to the 31st, and then that extra little gap between February and the next meeting, you just have a separate sheet of a few things that you would then see the following month when it's the completed month. I'm confused with not being 1st to 31st,
It
1st to
is
28th,
a little
1st.
confusing.
I think, what are your thoughts?
Guys, we talk about this, I mean, we're analyzing this so much, and we're checking all the expenses, et cetera, but in our world, you know, it's we're looking at older items, obviously. We're looking at last month's payables and whatever. You know, today we would be looking at January 1 to January 31st.
Right.
In our statement. Now, if you wanna see the run of what else has been expended up to that date, but again, it could be confusing because then the next month you're gonna see part of it again.
Looking at the share back to the IDA, it lists January allocation on every line. And I think having just whole months makes some sense. If there's something unusual that comes up at the beginning of a month that we should just hear about, we can do a verbal. But I like the category of months.
I do too. So if we could, going forward, we run January 1st to January 31st, okay? But then, like, you know, you could have a separate piece that says February 1st to date of our meeting for your transactions. Does
But
that
then
make
you're gonna
sense?
see that next month in the
Yes.
all the
Mhm.
transactions.
Yes. I'd rather double see something
Yeah.
than feel like I'm missing something, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And you don't know where the split is.
Right. So would that be okay?
But you're not missing anything, to be clear, right?
I'm not saying we're missing anything.
Okay.
Right.
Just-
What I'm saying is, I just think I would like to try it.
Yeah,
and
that's fine,
see.
Whatever you all want.
No, I don't feel like
Just wanna be
anything's
clear,
been
you're
hidden,
not
and I don't-
missing anything.
No,
Yeah.
nothing's been missing, I just think it adds a layer of, what's the proper word, incongruity, maybe, if that's,
It's a little, yeah.
if I use that in the proper
I think
way,
you did, well done.
so,
I can agree.
make sense?
Okay, are you
Alright.
clear, Kelly?
Yeah,
Okay. Shannon, you're clear on that? Just so we're all on the same page? The way Mark wants it,
Yeah.
the committee wants it is
Yeah.
full months, okay. Okay.
All right,
We're still in OCFC, right?
we are in FC, yes, so, we've talked about 5 and 7, page 6, any further,
More that you're on that meeting. That's okay.
well,
Okay, I'm just not,
Yeah.
okay.
Um,
Just wanna make sure.
any other questions about the finances for this month?
I'm good.
No.
Anything else we should discuss before we
No.
adjourn?
No.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn. then.
Second.
Fantastic. Any other discussions? All in favor?
Aye.
We're out.